We are gathered here today. It's a very important day. We are gathered here today to mourn the reputation of the most consistently loved Sonic game in the modern sphere. The modern Sonic game that just never got hated. The only one! The only one! We had a good run. 13 years. I'm wearing shades because I'm crying. 13 years. Every other modern Sonic game either got hated on release or got hated on later. Adventure games, classic fans ripped that shit to shreds in the 2010s. The GOAT heroes, people didn't see the vision. Shadow the Hedgehog, oh, that's a spin-off, so people made excuses. Also, come on. Unleashed, it was the werehog. Colors, adventure fans were not a fan. But Generations, that kept us. I'm not even gonna talk about the other Meteor shit. Come on, that shit was flopping. Generations. It was like the 3 and Knuckles of modern Sonic. Like, no one hated it. It was like, the community came together to just love a Sonic game. Its reputation was so pristine. Even years later, when SEGA saw that how successful Generations was and they thought, let's milk the fuck out of Classic Sonic. Even after the milking of Classic Sonic and people were mad at all the later games, and people includes me, people were still like, it was fine in Generations though. Don't mess with Gens though. That shit was good. But now it appears that SEGA wants to ruin that reputation, just like they did Colors Ultimate. With these new leaks that suggest that Generations Ultimate is really about to happen. This year, the reputation of Generations is either going up, or like T-Pain said in Up Down Do This All Day, it's either going down. So, we're about to find out soon enough. We're gonna get into all this right now. But if you subscribe to the channel already, please make sure to subscribe, okay? Let me wipe my tears and get this music going because this shit is no joke, okay? Oh god, it's happening soon. It's happening soon. This is not. This is happening. Like, I woke up. It's like 3 a.m. Okay, I had a nap. Okay, waking up to the potential that one of your favorite Sonic games is about to get butchered by SEGA. Like, I mean, it's not Unleashed, it's not Heroes, but like, when it comes to remasters and SEGA, you gotta be on guard. Okay, like it says, a new PlayStation State of Play seemingly coming this week. Sony held its last State of Play event back in September 2023 to give fans new looks at Baby Steps, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and many more. With the bulk of its winter lineup either erased or on the horizon, Sony needs to start dropping information about its next state of games, or slate of games, I thought it was a state of play, relatively soon. That news could be coming sooner than you might expect, as a new rumor claims fans will be treated to the next State of Play later this week, because it's Monday where I live, right? As always, you want to take this with a massive grain of salt, but there's a good chance an event is happening soon. Sony, January 2024 State of Play. On the 31st, and this is the person who tweeted it, King Gronkneck. On the 31st, roughly, Ronins will rise, will die stranded, have a rebirth, and Kojima will fulfill his dream. Sonic will live in the shadow of his generation, while the hills will remain silent until the dawn, when you'll need to catch the metro. Just don't be a Judas about it. So he's being cryptic. It says here, this rumor comes courtesy of how the fuck do you say that? It's not spherical. Nick, the co-founder of Xbox Era. You might wonder about the credibility, but it's worth noting that Nick leaked most of the previous State of Play. So this is the next State of Play, and this man leaked the majority of the last one. So the credibility is kind of crazy right now. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be skeptical, of course, but it does help Nick's reliability quite a bit. And they say the tweet here. If this lineup is correct, PlayStation fans will have quite a lot of bit to look forward to, but we are not PlayStation fans, we are the Sonic fans, so the only thing we are reading here is a Sonic game, potentially Sonic Generations Remastered. The fact they said Sonic will live in the shadow of his generation, but shadow was not capitalized. I mean, either was Generations, to be fair. But it means Generations, and I guess Shadow's in Generations. Could it be Generations with bonus Shadow is playable now because it's 2024 and the movie's coming out? I mean, how hard would it be for them to skin Shadow? They could steal that from a mod if they really being slimy. Let's be real. Like, there's already a good Shadow mod for Generations that's been there. Imagine how many mods are going to get ported to this remaster if it's really true. But yes, the 2 remasters will raise some eyebrows. Not that fans will be excited, but most would probably prefer the 2 studios to move to new projects. I don't know about that. I mean, they got new projects in the woodworks. And on top of that, yes, we've got the tweet here. So this is the original tweet. And, of course, people are reacting. Sonic Generations Ultimate.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And they're blaming Blind Squirrel Games. Like, if Blind Squirrel's doing it, then it's going to be bad. Forgetting that it's usually Sega's fault because they pick the team. And they decide to rush the team. And they pick the release date. Yada, yada, yada. So, putting it all on Blind Squirrel instead of just being like, maybe Sega should be a bit more competent. But according to Zippo, who's also talking about this same thing, he's saying Sega's more competent this time. Now, I don't know who posted it first, but Zippo's got a post there saying, yes, the Sonic Generations Remaster is on the way. This was posted January 28th, which is yesterday, whereas the tweet from King Gronk Nick was also posted yesterday. So I don't actually know who posted first. If Zippo posted afterwards, then he could just be riding the coattails. He posted before, then that means Zippo was already saying the shit. But they both posted on the same day. Anyway, let's read Zippo's post as well, because he gives us some more information. He says, well, this week certainly started with a boom. A sonic boom, perhaps? That was cringe. Bad puns aside, multiple sources. He said multiple sources have leaked the entire state of play before it's airing. So he's not even talking about King Gronk. He's just saying multiple people. Can't confirm the other comments myself, but yes, a remaster 2011's beloved Sonic Generations is on the way for this year. Here's the bits I know. It's a remaster from the ground up. It's now running on the Hedgehog engine too. But then that means it's a remake, right? If it's from the ground up, it's a remake. It's the same shit across Insane Trilogy where they said it was a remaster, but they said fully remastered from the ground up. Is it a remake or is it a remaster? Be specific, please. Zippo. Is it from scratch, brand new graphics, or is it just upscaled to 4K? Be clear, okay? The console versions will now run at 60 FPS with the option for 4K. I mean, it has to now. Come on, it's like 2024. There's been a very strong internal mandate from Sega higher-ups to improve the quality of Sonic remasters from now on. So, knock on wood, no Colors Ultimate and Origins mishaps this time. Well, just because they said it, I don't mean I believe them, right? But it's good to know that they at least saying it. But like, it's Sega, right? Until hand touches controller, we don't know, right? There is brand new content featuring Shadow, will release in the first half of the year, sometime around Sonic's 33rd birthday in June. So kind of like how Origins dropped around the birthday period, we could be getting this in less than 5 months. Less than 5 months. And just to get ahead of all the speculation, no, this is not the Sonic Shadow game I'm hearing about. That's a brand new game coming this holiday in time with the movie that will be announced later on this year. Get excited, it's going to be a fun week. Zippo is saying it's not the Sonic and Shadow game. So if it is, and he's wrong, and he said that shit, okay? It's not one of those little mix-up things like, oh, we're getting a modern 2D game, and then psych! Classic, bitch! No, he's saying that different, okay? But I need to know if this is a remake or a remaster, right? I really need to know, because it's like two different things. Because I already made a video like over 4 months ago talking about my thoughts on the Sonic Generations Ultimate. And I was getting a lot of prissy comments like, we don't need Sonic Generations Ultimate, we got a PC port in 2011. Do you guys play PC games? That shit runs on a separate file for a launcher. You can't even change the graphics settings in-game. The shit is capped at 60 FPS. If you haven't played the game in like a week, then it hits you with the error saying the configuration tool detected doesn't match the bullshit, and then you gotta delete your configuration and start again. Okay? Like, an updated port is worth it. Old PC ports need updates, okay? It's not just consoles that need updates. I got some games from the early 2000s I can't even play because of how much bullshit required to set them up to run on modern PCs. Like, even Sonic Heroes on PC, I'm relying on fan fixes just to run it properly on Windows 10. It's crazy. Without those fan fixes, the game wouldn't even run properly. And even still, it's issues. Because I got 144Hz monitor and the game is capped at 60, it has so many micro stutters. You have to run your whole monitor at 60 Hz just to play the game. My point is, updating generations is a good thing. Although Zippo is saying first half of the year, but we know the Switch 2 is coming in the second half of the year. I don't want it to be held back graphically by Switch 1. Like, if they are remaking it and it's not a remaster, they should have just held out for Switch 2, or at least drop a Switch 2 version that's, you know, the real baseline and just skip Switch 1. But I know that Sega's not going to want to risk that, because even if making a Switch 2 version would be more powerful and look better, and the baseline version would be just more powerful than everything, putting on Switch 1 means you got that whole user base of Switch 1 users, which is bigger than the Wii. It's getting close to DS numbers. Hopefully it doesn't pass DS numbers, though. But I'm just saying, they probably want that bigger user base, which is why they're gonna make it run on Switch 1. Money over graphics, of course. MOG, nigga. But yes, I've already made a whole video on Sonic Generations Ultimate, my thoughts, if you want to see what I would do with it. One of the things I did say was add in the new era. So, like, all the games that came out after Generations, add levels for that. If it's a remaster, I don't know if they'll actually put in the effort into doing shit like that. If it really is a remake from the ground up and they're adding Shadow content, which will probably be playable Shadow, maybe a level from Shadow Hedgehog, I don't know. But if it is a remake, then you should realistically do that. If it's called Generations and you're remaking it from the ground up, you know, remaster from the ground up just makes no sense. If you are remaking it from the ground up and it's not just a remaster or an updated port, then you should really add a level from later Sonic games. So like something from Lost World, something from Forces, something from Frontiers, something from Mania, etc, etc, etc. But yeah, again, if you really want to see my thoughts, I don't really want to repeat everything. So you can literally just watch this video if you want to hear what I have to say about a remaster Generations. If it's a remake, the same shit would basically apply to what I said here, just that the graphics would be remade, you know. And of course it's coming to PC, as long as there's no Epic Games bullshit exclusivity. We're modding Jason Griffith into that bitch immediately, naturally. You know, and, you know, as for the story, we're still going to skip that. But let me know what you guys think about it. This ain't a state of play this week, right? On the 31st, that's Wednesday, man. That's like 2 days away. You know, like, it's, this is crazy, man. I'll definitely be doing a reaction to the state of play on my non-Sonic channel. My non-Sonic channel, I don't actually link it anywhere in the description, but it's called Premy if you want to check it out. I will be streaming my reaction to the state of play there, because it's still a non-Sonic event, but if there is Sonic Generations Ultimate at the event, I guess I could clip that reaction and post it here, along with my initial discussion of the matter. Hopefully they don't butcher it. I want to say hopefully it's a remake, and not a remaster, but I don't know, because, like, they gotta get the physics right. If they're remaking it, then don't butcher the physics. We'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. It's Sega. Hopefully they don't ruin the good reputation of Sonic Generations, because I want to say it was painful what happened to Colors, but I never really liked Colors, so I wasn't really that bothered. But the reputation of Colors took a serious nosedive after Ultimate, and I just don't want to see Generations go down that route, okay? I just don't want to see that, you know? Hopefully they don't butcher it. Hopefully they make a version of the game that's just definitively superior to the original that they made, and there's no reason to go back to the original except for 2011 nostalgia or mods that haven't been ported over yet, okay? We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to playing this hopefully on my Steam Deck OLED, my Lenovo Legion Go, assuming they don't do some bullshit Epic Games trash, okay? Yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. It's already heating up. 2024, just the first month, and shit already heating up. Let me know what you guys think about this. But yeah, man, that's all I have to say right now. So, the Remy out.